Okay, this is order number 34. We are at the Metagenomicist. Up here. And we're going to be going this way through 2 separate large BT areas. So in order to prepare for that, I have these 2 on me, along with some grenades, but make sure you have the EX capture grenade that she gave you. Or at least fabricate another one if you don't have it anymore. Because we're going to use that to capture the first one that we fight. And it's going to help us to fight the second one. So it's important that you have the EX capture grenade. If you're already sort of down there and everything, use the touchpad to call, and that will probably be one of the things that comes up. Also, I'm pretty confident that there is one of them down there already. At least there always has been for me. There's been 2 grenades, one a blood grenade level 1 and one an X capture grenade. So we should have access to one regardless of whether you brought it with you or not. And then I'm going to take an assault rifle and a shotgun, and then I have like a machine gun and some other stuff in the off-roader. Probably won't need it because the summoned BT actually does do a lot of damage, and I have, or enough damage rather, and I have enough like blood grenades, so I'm like way overloaded with stuff. And you do not need to take the pickup, but there's a lot of lost cargo down there, and I'm a lootaholic. So, I want it. I mean, I have 2 sticky cannons on it, for God's sake. So, this is why I'm taking the pickup. But, oh, well, you might have to pick up the order first. My first time through, I took it on a floating carrier, which is actually probably the smartest idea, because there's a lot of ridges, a lot of small ridges. So, honestly, this pickup truck's going to be bouncing around probably more than it should. But at least it's not a breakable, so we're okay. Alright, order 34. This is the it's called Octopoid, P-O-I-D, like octopod, but with an I in it. Octopoid, I don't know. And then this is 3 BTs. I don't know the name of them, but they look like some mythical thing from like Greek mythology, and I'm sure it is, and I just can't think of what it is. But at any rate, we're gonna capture this one and use it on these 3, and it's really gonna help out. Other than that, there's nothing really down here, so.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Come back soon, Sam.
Can I get that? Let me see. Before we go down. Move it, tree. Nice. Alright. Let's go back the other way. Don't fall out. Drive off the cliff. Probably should have gone over on the right. Alright. Now we're gonna pause right before you see the 2 grenades in the distance. The one on the left is like a blood level 1. The one on the right is the EX grenade. So if you don't have one, check there. Alright, let's go ahead and park the vehicle. Start with the assault rifle. Oh, put it away. Because he's going to have an earthquake. Once we sort of cross the line.
Now leaving Chiral network coverage.
Oh, gimme. Game's like, no. Fine, I'll get it later. Okay. So we're gonna aim for the tentacles as they glow. Aim for the glowy stuff. Alright, if you didn't bring... Where is it? There, X-Capture Grenade. So there's already one down here if you need it. But definitely be sure to have at least one packet of it. There, when they glow. Go, 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 go. Oh, that was... I've never seen the mouth that early before. That yellow mouth, I'm wondering... That's what we wait for when he's... When his health is in the red. And we throw one of these in. I've never seen the yellow mouth that early. Reload. Nope, punch. Gotta go. Time to go. It's getting too close. He doesn't really jump in this stuff, so unfortunately. Now I can reload. Aim for the tentacles. Call for some stuff. There we go. Machine gun. So in case you need anything, just hit that touchpad like before. Done before. We didn't actually need it, but... There we go. When he turns to his red, if you have the APAS thing on where it shows the health bar, or when Dahlman tells you, that's when we're gonna switch to the X-Capture Grenade, equip it, and then throw it in the mouth when he opens it up, right there.
One of your EX capture grenades and toss it down its throat.
This should also potentially get you the BT's best friend trophy. Aw, I only called for help once. Look at all these goodies. Look at all these goodies. Gimme. Okay, now that we've captured him, we need to actually capture him. Now that we've thrown that EX grenade, capture grenade into his mouth, we now have a white crystal for where he was. Alright. Okay. Sorry, Sam. Okay, so now he shows up in the special section. And he's right here, the BT Crystal Octopoid. And we can't summon him right now. You can only summon him when you're in a fight with, like, another BT. So we'll summon him down farther. But you need 500 crystals. So be sure to grab... If you don't have 500 crystals, be sure to look around because we'll pass a few that are 2- and 3-handed. Alright, let me go get my truck.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
Just getting started.
Keep it up.
Looks like he dropped everything on the ground. Ah! Should have brought some container packages. Or container repair. Alright, do I have everything? Yes. Cargo ordered, acquired. Nothing left. Alright. Let's move on. Actually don't need. Northern Observatory is at a 5-star, so I don't need. I love these sticky cannons. They're amazing. This is why I brought the truck. There was a crystal. Alright, now this is why I'm gonna be sorry I brought the truck. Because of these little tons of little ups and downs. I'm gonna try and stay on the flat bit. Another crystal? Hopefully, if you have 0 crystals, you can either run back up and withdraw some, or I don't know if there's actually 500 here because I always had more. So I didn't really count, as it were. But I'm seeing them here and there. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Given what happened over there, I'm gonna leave this truck right about here. Given what happened to the cargo on that side. Alright, what do I have on me? Let's put these... Grenade pouch. I want the shotgun level 2 that I brought. And then we'll take off some level 1s. I want the machine gun though. Slug grenade. Machine gun. I'm keeping the shotgun because it has grenade launcher on it. Grenade launcher. Grenade launcher. Grenade launcher. And 2 machine guns. Okay. Okay. If you're out of ammunition and stuff, you could probably summon the BT and then use the time to go around and up instead of like hanging out and trying to help your octopus to defeat these guys. I haven't done that, but it seems like something that would be doable. Okay, so summoning the BT takes pretty much the same time as anything that's charged. So you're gonna want to have like a good 2 seconds. So what I'm saying is if they're charging you, prioritize moving over calling him, summoning him. He does this, and you have to get through the entire procedure. These I haven't seen an instance of being able to capture like you can. What did I just do? I don't want that. Okay, stop. I'm trying to aim. Grenade launcher? Okay, one down. Yeah, one down. I think there's a little bit of like friendly fire, so make sure you're not hitting your guy. Still have 50 seconds. Again, stop looking at the sky. There we go. I had like no control over the camera for like a full 3 seconds. Alright, so we got him. Thank you, Summoner. And there's gonna be one of these piles for each of those creatures. So it's just a matter of finding them. There's one set. Right, where's the last pile? There they are. didn't actually note my starting number, so I don't know how many we got. But usually large BTs, well, I don't want to say, because I think it's kind of different.
There we go.
Got a lot, though. I think it was probably in the 6,000s. So. Maybe 500 each? 600 each? Alright, so it's good I parked so far away. I'm actually still trying to get the mechanic to 5-star. That guy, jeez.
Look that one.
I love this truck so much.
That one.
Now, if I can just outfit it with something that picks crystals for me. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Nice. Alright, let's go.
You're mine.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Right. Let me... Oh, I can't. I was gonna say I can get some container repair spray. Let's just deliver the delivery to start.
Sam, hey there, buddy. Was hoping I'd get to see you. It's me. Don't act like you forgot. Well, you didn't think it was Igor, did you? Anyway, guess I better process that cargo of yours. Excellent work, Sam. I don't think I see even a single mark on this cargo. I don't even know how many times you've come to my rescue, Sam. All right, it's time for you to do you know what.
Okay. Junji Ito suit. transporter suit. Stylish number, features an illustration by Junji Ito. Has an anti-BT effect, making it easier to escape from gazers and watchers. And we'll take a look at that. And then we also got a grenade launcher. Nice. And then we got a cargo catapult. It will be added to your PCC level 2. We'll check that out.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Battery discharger for combat level 30. Administers a powerful electrical shock to the surrounding area. I'll take that. Play with that, too.
You're a real lifesaver, you know? I'm guessing you saw the tar lake out west of here, yeah? That's where the settlement known as Lakeside Fort Knott used to be. Whole place got wiped clean off the map by a void out. And since that day, the tar's been eating away at this facility. Some weirdness with the currents, or at least that's what folks are saying. But the stuff you just brought me, I might just be able to keep the tar corrosion at bay. Finally, I shared some data with you as well. Feast your eyes on these grenade launcher and cargo catapult schematics, both new and improved designs. You'll find they're a damn sight better than stuff you used to use back in the UCA. Recently, folks living here have been talking about this group of guys in red they saw creeping around. Got something to do with Higgs, more likely than not. One more thing that's had us worried these days. But now that you're here, I think we can all finally take a breath. Before I forget, got a new suit design to give you as a gift. One favored by a prepper back in the UCAs, you may recall. Try it out for size, why don't you? It happened sometime after I arrived at one of the early expeditions. The giant BT showed up, made contact with residents, and boom, void out. Same old story. Massive void outs happen in the UCA too, remember? Maybe you don't. Chiral network coverage was somehow unaffected. But unfortunately, thousands of people were caught in the explosion. And you know, every time this happens, I can't help but think about Igor. Well, the grenade launcher's been configured to fire MP shells. Human, mech, BT, doesn't matter. You can use it against all types of enemies. Now, the cargo catapult still does exactly what you'd expect. Lets you fling containers to the tops of mountains and whatnot. However, you can now also use catapults to launch certain throwable weapons as projectiles. After launching a payload, you can use the catapult pod's integrated camera to tweak trajectory and aim for a specific point of impact. It's a way of attacking targets in hostile areas from a good, safe distance. Pretty cool, right? This stuff will come in handy, I'm sure of it. Something like that. I suspect it was a squad of ghost mechs myself. I heard about you shutting down that weapons factory, but arms and ammo are still finding their ways into the hands of bad guys, aren't they? So Higgs is still stirring up trouble behind the scenes, I presume. We're attempting to develop methods to help folks put a stop to his activities. And the weapon data we shared with you is one of the products of our efforts. I tell you, a world where we don't need these damn things can't come soon enough. But on the bright side, we at least have some researchers who are based at Lakeside Fort Knott helping us out here. And if you're up for it, maybe you can help us with our work too. This is just how it went down back in the UCA. We think we were done for. Then the man who delivers shows up. Truth is, you're the reason I volunteered for the advanced expedition. The reason I was able to keep going. We figured if I did, I might get a chance to see you again. That BB pod you're carrying is different than I remember. Doesn't have my brother's keepsake attached anymore either. But hey, life's not just about things. Promise me you'll never forget Igor, Sam. He's gone, but he still feels so close, you know? Sorry. We should probably talk about work. An order with your name on it just came in. A request from a guy not far from here who spends his days fishing in the tar. Come to think of it, I believe he's one of the precious few survivors of the Lakeside Fort Knot Void Out. It's filed under sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Take a gander, see what you think. Right. I'll leave you to it. Keep on keeping on.
Fine work as always, Sam. Now come back to this ship and get some rest. Also, we've identified what may be a ghost mech outpost. I'd like you on standby. Your next order might be a dangerous one.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay. Here's the new suit. I don't know if I can take the skeleton off. Hang on one second. Let me see if I can take skeleton off, because it does have a design on it. Hang on, let me take everything off. Actually, you know what I can do? Offload backpack. Offload cargo attached suit. Offload backpack. There we go. God. Let me take the skeleton off. So what do I still have on? Something on my shoulder. Alright. Let's try this again. So see, if you look closely, it's really hard to see. There is a design on the suit. I don't know how to take more stuff off. No, that works on his face. You can't really see it, but there is a design on it. Okay, then we got the grenade launcher that has 16 shells in it, which is very nice. Would have come in handy on the trip out. And then let's head outside and check out the cargo catapults. Because I have a PCC-2 on me in the truck. Yeah, I do. Alright, let's go check out this catapult. Oh, wait. The best way to show what the catapult does is to shoot some. One of the things that it does is you can shoot grenades. Magellan's Landing, so the camera's trying to look at it. Alright.
Disengaging weapons restriction.
Gotta stretch my legs.
I put this back on. Alright. Oh yeah, that's much better. PCC-2. Now we have a cargo catapult. It does not require any extra material, and it takes 450 bandwidth.
Okay.
So if you just want to play with it, don't forget to deconstruct it when you're done to free up some bandwidth.
Construction process now complete.
Alright, use catapult. Now, do I have... Oh, yeah. Thrown weapons, such as grenades, can be launched from inside the cargo catapult's cargo pod once its parachute has been deployed. So what that means is we're going to launch it with R2, and at any point after the launch, you can hit square to allow the parachute to come out. So say you aimed and you shot and you realized you overshot and you wanted to, like, sort of stop it. You can activate the parachute at any point, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm over what I want the grenades to hit. Activate parachute, and then it'll go straight down. Now, the only thing is the grenades are usually packs of 5, right? You usually get 5 grenades in like a pack of things. This will shoot the whole 5. Now, because I have not played with this with actual enemies yet, I don't know if the damage is all 5 or if it's just 1. That I don't know. What I do know is that it'll shoot the whole packet, though. Now, am I close enough to access stuff in the truck? No. Alright. Get the truck. I do want it. Let's park close to it because I want to know if you can access stuff in the truck or if it has to be on your backpack. Ah, off-roader. Nice. Alright, perfect. Alright, MP grenade. We're going to load this. And so when you have it where you think you want it to go, hit R2, and then as soon as I do, you'll see parachute and a square prompt pop up on the screen for PlayStation. The higher you are, like, the more, obviously, the more time you have, but obviously, like, if you want it here, launch, parachute, and then you can, like, move it, but then it's just gonna go right where, as soon as you launch the parachute, that's where it's going. So we'll do it again. So once I launch the parachute, it's gonna go down from that point. So R2 for launch, open parachute, and then R2 to explode it. So just play the video back, sort of like at us, to see the prompts. So launch, parachute, launch MP grenade. So that's how the grenade thing works. Obviously you can do any of the grenades, but the MP grenades would have the most visible way of explaining it. So say you want to shoot a package. Say you're like, you don't want to go all the way up to go see the chronobiologist. I have no idea if the launcher even shoots that far, but you get my point. So let's say we want to like shoot a couple of things up there. So we're going to load both of those. So we're going to launch, and again, parachute, and then you can sort of move it a little, and then it's more of a softer landing. And then it goes back to sand. So that's the catapult. That's how to use it. There's the grenade launcher. There's the suit. There's all that stuff. And this is where we are. F5 East Distribution Center. And there you go. There is order number 34.